Chukwu Abiyama continue to strengthen you, continue to grant you favor. We are facing a very tough situation and a difficult enemy. When you look at the program, you look at the topic I put there, Biafran enemies are going to be exposed. We have so many enemies. So much enemies. Biafran have so much enemies. Both inside and outside. So many enemies of Biafra, but we cannot run away from our enemies. We cannot run away from our challenges. We have to face our challenges head on. That is where we can overcome. We can only overcome by facing our challenges head on. Chukwuemeka AGK, thank you for joining. Chukwuemeka. Frayo Nweke, thank you for joining. Frayo. We will continue to fight head on, no looking back. Don't look at your shoulders. Do not look at your shoulders, because our enemy is not looking back. Our enemy is not stopping anytime soon. Our enemy is not looking back. They are moving, they are even raising hell. That is why you are watching me, any place you're watching me from, you have to wake up and stand up. This is the time for us to fight like never before. Every Biafran, wherever you are, you have to stand up. It is not just the Biafran people, including other indigenous tribes in the contractor called Nigeria. The fight is open. Every one of us have to fight for our life and defend ourselves. It's a matter of life and death. It's a matter of life and death. We have to get our freedom. Take it. We have to take it. Nobody's going to give it to us. We have to take our freedom. And freedom is not gotten in the platter of gold. It's not given. It's taken. Our enemy is not relenting. They are so much, both inside and outside. Both those who are pretending to be with us and are not with us. Our enemy are using every tool at their disposal, and they have all the tools. I bet you our enemies have all the tools. They have the money, they have the media, they have the connection, they have the weapons. What do we have? What do we have? The only thing we have is Chukwu Abiyama, the Supreme God who liveth in heaven. We have the Supreme God, and we have our land and our masses. The masses and our land, with the presence of Chukwu Abiyama, will grant us victory. Because we are fighting a just cause. That is why we are not looking back. We are not looking back. Against all the attack, all the blackmail, all the threat from all corners, we can never move an inch. We will continue to fight on. Enemies of Biafra, they are everywhere. And I want every Biafran to pay attention. Pay attention. The enemies of Biafra are every day. Some of them are in your household. Some of them are your friends. Some of them are your colleagues. Some are even your benefactors. Some are your GOs. Some are your imam. Some of them are your bishops. They are everywhere, the enemies of Biafra. But each time you see them, beware of them and expose them. Expose them. Because these people are collective. The fraudulent people. Every fraudulent people, all those who are fraudulent, they are the ones who are supporting the caliphate. Everybody who is still singing One Nigeria today, it doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter where you belong. If you are still talking about One Nigeria today, you are a fraudster. You are a fraudster. And there is no doubt about it. Anybody still supporting One Nigeria today is a criminal, a born criminal. It doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your status, it doesn't matter your ethnicity, it doesn't matter where you belong, where you base, it doesn't matter whom you are speaking for. As long as you are still preaching One Nigeria at this particular time, you are nothing but a fraudster, a criminal, a heartless individual. That is what you are. That is what you are. That is why we will not stop exposing them. So many of you have heard the news about Bishop Onoya. Bishop Onoya, whatever you call him, who is standing against Biafra every Sunday. He mounts his pulpit, he's preaching against Biafra. Every time Bishop Onoya mounts pulpit, he's preaching against Biafra. You'll be wondering, why is this man talking against Biafra all the time? Is he not a Biafra? A bishop, for that matter. Instead of him speaking about the plight of his people, supporting his people, he is supporting the enemy. He is supporting, every time you see him speaking in his church, he is giving accolades to the Janjaweed. In all his speech, in his actions, in his word. Are you not surprised? But we're not surprised anymore. Today we are no longer surprised because he has been exposed. All this while, we never knew that the caliphate have something against Bishop Onoga. The caliphate know his secret. They know the criminal activity of Bishop Onoga. That is why they have given him the mandate to continue to speak against Biafra. They have given him mandate to begin to fight against the Biafra and the Biafra struggle. Every time he comes to his church, he will preach against the seat at home. He is one of those who made a speech and said we should allow Mazen Nandekano to remain in jail, telling us how Mandela was in jail and people were not starving, telling us how Mandela was allowed to be in jail for 21 years. A bishop, for that matter, in 21st century, telling us not to sit at home, giving all manner of unnecessary excuses against the struggle. Today we have known why Bishop Onoga is doing what he's doing, because he has a skeleton in his cupboard. And today he has been exposed. He has been exposed. Bishop Onoga, who is supposed to be a bishop, a Catholic bishop, impregnated an underage girl of 15. Underage age of 15 was impregnated by Bishop Onoga. And that girl gave birth. When the girl got pregnant, he could not be able to bear it. He took that girl and gave to his own brother. And everything I'm saying here is not a propaganda. There are videos to back this up. There are videos to back these things up. So many videos to back it up. Onyedikachi James, thank you so much for joining. There are several videos to back it up, to back what I'm saying up. He took his own, the little girl that he has pregnanted, and hand over to his own brother to marry in order to cover up his crime. Then that his younger brother took that girl, and the most deadly and most disastrous thing was that while he gave that girl to his brother, he was still sleeping with the girl, and his brother was sleeping with the girl. He and his brother were sleeping with the same woman. An abomination. A Catholic priest for that, a bishop for that matter. And in the process, the woman got pregnant and had a child. A child that belonged to Bishop Onoga, and Bishop Onoga denied that child. Stood away from the lady. When the lady could not be able to bear what is happening, because there was no love between the lady and the brother of Onoga that he gave her, the girl decided to leave the place and took another man as a husband. She took her own husband. Then when the child that was born to Onoga grew up, the brother of Onoga denied the child, that is not his child. Now the child is calling for help. Onoga denied the child and ran away and continued to peddle lies. Continue to stand in the pulpit and deceive people and speak against Biafra. While the innocent child, he has destroyed the life of an innocent girl. And the child is crying towards him that he has abandoned. Today that secret have leaked. And everybody is now talking about it. But the most painful thing is that the Catholic Church is yet to weigh in this very matter. A bishop to commit such crime, he is supposed to be expelled. He's supposed to be expelled, not just as a bishop, expelled from the Catholic, and also be sent to jail for defiling an underage girl. For defiling an underage girl, Bishop Onoga in Enugu State is supposed to be sent to jail. Today, nobody knows he's going to see this video. Everybody who has watched this video and see this video, contact the Bishop Onoga and ask him what we are saying, if it is true or not. The child has made a video, his son has made a video. The woman who he defiled at the age of 15 has made a video also to support her claim. And Bishop Onoga has not denied this. This is somebody who have sacked other Reverend Fathers simply because they had something to do with women. He sacked them, but he himself committed his own crime and had a child. His own crime was even so serious because he committed and concealed it with his own brother, and two of them were still having intercourse with the innocent child. This is a serious crime that must be addressed. And we have to continue to say it and speak it until the whole world hears about it, until Vatican hears about it and weigh into the matter. Evidence to this very claim are everywhere. Our brother Simon Ekpa have made expose. He has exposed him and said the videos are there. Go on to his platform. You see the videos. Video evidence of what I'm saying. There are video evidence to what I'm saying. And that is why this man cannot be able to support his own people. Because the caliphate knows about this information. This is the information they are holding against him. This is the same way they are holding different informations against Biafrans on different platforms. Every single politician you see in that country of Nigeria, they have something against them. They have something against them they are using to blackmail them. They have one thing or another they are using to blackmail them and make them to be speaking on a different voice. Because there is no justification for somebody to see his own brother, his own sister being killed for no reason, for no just cause, and he will refuse to talk. Look at what is happening in Biafra land. How many times have you seen Bishop Onaga condemn what is happening, what the killing of innocent Biafran and destroying of their houses? How many times have Bishop Onaga condemned the invasion of Biafran land by the Boko Haram military? He has never condemned that. Instead, he is tagging the Biafra agitators hoodlums. He is tagging the ESN unknown gunmen. He is tagging Mazen Nandekano different kinds of names because of the evil act he has performed, which the caliphate know about, that they have warned him with, and he doesn't want it to be stood. But today we have heard it and we have exposed it. So let the whole world, anybody that has a contact to Bishop Ononga in Enugu State, should go and contact him and ask him what we are saying. If it's to let him come and defend himself, let there be a DNA test. And if the Catholic in Nigeria refuse to do anything, we are going to make sure that Vatican weigh into the matter. Vatican must weigh into the matter. He must be expelled. After expulsion, he will go to jail for defiling a 15-year-old girl. 15-year-old girl had a child. Today, that child is 27. And these are the evil they are hiding. So many of them have this one evil or the other in their skeleton. That is why you see them, they can never support Biafra. Are you talking about the politicians? All the politicians that are standing against Biafra, they are all fraudsters. Every single one of them. Look at Oju Zokalo. Oju Zokalo, whom our son Amazin Nandekano was shouting when he was being detained, was speaking on his behalf when he was being detained. Today, Oju Zokalo is one of those who is standing ground and wanting Mazin Nandekano dead. Oju Zokalo is one of those who made sure that Mazin Nandekano was kidnapped and renditioned to Nigeria. That is the evil we have. Look at Obiano. Obiano with all the evil he did. Obiano with all the evil he did against his own people in order to please that caliphate. What happened at last? At the long run, the same day he left office, that was the day he was being taken out. Look at Imo State Supreme Court Governor. Imo State Supreme Court Governor, who was a criminal. A convicted criminal who escaped death penalty. All of a sudden, he became a politician. And the caliphate knows about these information. And that is why they chose him. So that they can use those information to continue to manipulate him. That is why today, Hopu Dozuma will do anything possible to destroy the life of Biafran people. Everything he can do, he will do it to destroy the life of Biafran people. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anybody. Hopu Dozuma doesn't care about any single Biafran. He doesn't care about Biafran souls. There is no single politician in that contraption called Nigeria, mainly in the southern part of Nigeria, in Biafra land to be precise. None of them is standing with their people because every one of them is fraudulent. They have one evil or the other in their hands. You see the one they call Ike Ekweremadu. Ike Ekweremadu, who has been in the Senate now for more than 16 years, with nothing to offer. More than 16 years he has been in the Senate. Nothing to offer. He cannot defend his own people. Somebody like Ekweremadu, who has been in the Senate for more than 16 years, his own homeland is being invaded by the military. The Boko Haram military are invading his own homeland, destroying lives and property. He's not saying anything about it. Bunch of cowards who cannot speak up when their people are being killed. Life of Biafrans are wasted on daily basis. The blood of Biafrans is flowing in all streets. Nobody is talking, nobody is speaking. People are pretending as if all is well. Even when they know that all is not well. But I thank Chukwu Abiyama, who have given Biafrans the strength to continue to fight on for our freedom. And this generation of Biafrans are those who cannot be able to give up. We will not give up. Mazen Nandikan have laid a very strong foundation by sensitizing every single Biafran. Even a child today knows the story of Biafra, and we will never relent, we will never go back. Even a child today knows the story of Biafra. They know it's their own land. They know they are kings and princes, and they will never sell it out for anything. This generation of Biafra cannot sell we can't sell our destiny to anybody. We are going to get our freedom, take our freedom back from those who have stolen it for us. From the foreigners who have taken our freedom by force. We cannot allow them. No matter how they try. Chukwu Abiyama is on our side. And I thank Chukwu Abiyama for people in Biafra land who are fighting day and night against all odds, against all intimidation, against all attacks. Biafrans in Biafra land are fighting on a daily basis, facing all the challenges, facing the bullets, taking the bullet for us. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect them and secure them. It will be well with every Biafran in Biafra land, and their life will never use to build the useless one Nigeria. Anytime you see them preaching one Nigeria, you think they are saying something serious. They are only promoting a one Nigeria that they are going to build based on the blood of the innocent. They are always using the blood of Biafran people to build their one Nigeria. And some of us who are even Biafran feel it's okay. It is not okay. It is not. It is not okay. That is why we are speaking on a daily basis, calling out the evil men and women to stand up and pursue the truth. Follow the truth and pursue it. Speak up. We have a common enemy that every one of us know. Let us face the common enemy. Our brothers are not the enemies. Our brothers and sisters are not the enemy. It doesn't matter where they belong. It doesn't matter what they call themselves. It doesn't matter the name they take. It doesn't matter. They are not our enemy. The real enemy that we are seeing is the caliphate. And they are the one who is manipulating everywhere. They are manipulating even the struggle. They manipulate people in order to distract us. Their manipulation have gone to this, and that is why you see some people who supposed to be a Biafrans, instead of them fighting against the enemy, they are the ones propagating the agenda of the enemy. You will see somebody who claims to be a Biafran propagating the agenda of the enemy. You stand on your platform and you begin to attach evil to your own brother who you know is fighting a just cause. Your brother who is genuinely fighting a just cause, making sure that you have your freedom, he has his freedom. Instead of you supporting that your brother, you are there demonizing your brother. You are making a case for the enemy, for the Janjaweed Caliphate. You have become the one to give them evidence. You are the one to promote their evil. You are the one to promote their blackmail. Instead of you sticking to that which is right. It is so sad, but that is where we have found ourselves. But we cannot stop. We cannot lose our focus. Today we know the enemy we are facing. And the enemy is not only after the Biafrans alone. The enemy is against every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria. They want to take over Nigeria by all means possible. They want to take over Nigeria. That is their aim, to take over Nigeria. But eventually, some people are relaxing as if it doesn't concern them. Some ethnic group, they just relax. Some region, they just relax that it doesn't concern them. Because it has not affected them directly. Some of them feel it has not affected them, but as it stands now, it is affecting every region, no matter how you deny it. No matter how you deny it, it's affecting them. Even the Biafra land is much more secure than every other region you can think about. Biafra land is much more secure than every other region in that country called Nigeria. The insecurity you see in Biafra land is caused by the Fulani Caliphate, caused by the Boko Haram military themselves. Unlike in other region, look at the Middle Belt. Middle Belt have lost years. They have lost years. They attack Middle Belt. Even they go to the extent of going to the IDP camp where people have run to. They go to IDP camp and massacre people in the Middle Belt. That is how evil these people are. That is how evil they are. That is why everybody has to stand up. The Middle Belt have to stand up and fight for independence. It is no longer time to talk for one Nigeria. There is nothing like one Nigeria. Let them stand up and fight for their own land. Unite with the Biafran people. Fight the same cause. Pursue your self-determination. The same with our Southwest brothers. Our brothers in Oduduwa land. It is high time you intensify your fight. Our brother Sunday Igboho have been released. I saw a write-up where Sunday Igboho said that he's going back to Nigeria to continue the struggle. I love that. I will be glad to see him continue that fight. This is a matter of life and death. We cannot run away from these people. Running away from this challenge is not the best. It's not going to do anybody any good. Running away from the challenges or running away from the fight will not save it. It will not solve the situation. Instead, it will make the situation worse. That is why every hand have to be on deck. When I read the news that Sunday Igboho plans to go back to Nigeria to continue to struggle, to continue the fight where he stopped, that was a very good development. And our Oduduwa brothers must have to support him. Our Oduduwa brothers and sisters, wherever you are, support him with every of your might. Every of your might. Every indigenous tribe in that country, you have to know that 2022 is crucial. It's a very crucial year. I said it from the beginning of 2022 that this is the most challenging year in the struggle. As we are talking about self-determination, everybody who is sincerely looking for self-determination in that country called Nigeria, 2022 is going to design what we're going to be. 2022 will determine what we're going to be, the way we're going to succeed. 2022 will have a lot of role to play in this struggle. If we are going to have more delay, if we are going to get our freedom very fast, 2022 will decide it. That is why all hands has to be on deck. Biafrans, Oduduwas, Middle Belt, and including the Hausas. The Hausa people that are looking for their freedom. It is high time everybody have to wake up and intensify in whatever they are doing to make sure that there's a breakup. When you break up, you break the interest. Then everybody will go their separate ways and form a nation that they can be able to go back to bed and sleep and wake up to defend. This is the obvious truth, the undeniable truth. 2022 will decide, it is going to decide our fate. And you see them already, they are parading their so-called people who want to come and contest for presidency. Look at the people that are parading, bunch of clowns. Every single one of them they are parading to come and be their president. The same people, the same evil people who lie from their mouth, who lie from their noses. Every single one of them have lied at one time or the other. They have all lied. They have all stolen. And what do you expect to get when you give a criminal leadership? Every other person in the country will become criminal. That is why we say that Nigeria breeds criminals. It is only criminals that succeed in Nigeria. If you are not a criminal and you're not fraudulent, you cannot succeed in Nigeria. It doesn't matter what you do. They will bring you down. If you are doing something genuine in Nigeria, they will bring you down. They make sure you don't grow. No matter how you try, they will slow your growth, frustrate you until you get out of the country. The only people that make it in that country called Nigeria are fraudulent people. People who are fraudulent, people who are ready to do and undo. People who can waste life, people who can get things at the expense of the others. People who are ready to spill the blood of the innocent. They are the ones running the affair in that country called Nigeria. You see why it is very important that we have to destroy that caliphate. We have to destroy that entity called Nigeria to save life. We are not saying it out of hatred. It is not out of hatred. It is not out of hatred. When we say breakup, the breakup we are talking about, it's not out of hatred. We are calling for breakup to save life. To save life. In 21st century, a country like Nigeria with all the wealth they have, with all the mineral resources, cannot see both of light. They cannot even boast of clean water for their citizens. They can't boast for light, let alone housing. People are suffering on a daily basis. People are suffering on a daily basis on different grounds or all angles. It is sad. But that is the situation. That is the situation. But we must continue until Biafra comes, and even after Biafra have come, we will continue to fight and struggle and make sure that freedom comes. These people have decided to sell our birthrights, sell our freedom sell everything that belongs to us, and they do not care. People who don't care. They don't care about our life. They don't care about anybody. They don't care about what we do. They don't care how we survive. They don't care about the masses. There is no plan for the citizens of the country. No plan for the masses. No health care anywhere. No lights. No pipe bomb water. Nothing. There is nothing you can think of. You say, okay, maybe because of this I will consider. And there is no pointer to show that maybe tomorrow or next it is going to get better. Instead of it getting better, it is getting worse by day. So the only way to save life is the solution offered by Asula Mazinandekano. What is that solution? Self-determination for every indigenous people. Every indigenous tribe should go back to basis. Go back to whom you were before. Biafrans go back to where they are as Biafrans. The Oduduwa people go back as Oduduwa people. The Middle Beltans go back to where they belong. The Arewa people go back to the Arewa land and be whom they are supposed to be. That is what we are advocating for. It is not out of hatred. It is not out of hatred. It is out of love. It is out of love so that people can be sane. You can have a decent society where people can think responsibly. A decent society where people can think responsibly. That is why we are doing what we are doing. That is why we are saying what we are saying. That is why we belong to where we belong. The situation is so difficult. It's so hard and unbearable that we cannot continue to watch things destroy. The enemies of Biafra are everywhere. Always put that at the back of your mind. The enemies of Biafra are everywhere. The enemies of Biafra are not only the Fulani people. Not only the Fulani people. Even our own people, people who are claimed to be Biafrans. There are Biafrans who are enemy of Biafra. There are imams that are enemy of Biafra. There are pastors that are enemy of Biafra. There are traditional rulers that are enemy of Biafra. A lot of them who are enemy of Biafra, they don't want to hear the truth. But are they going to stop the truth? They cannot stop the truth. Even as they have connived together to go and kidnap Mazin Nandekano and continue to torture Mazin Nandekano in their decision. It doesn't matter how they torture him, Mazin Nandekano will be released. He will. He will definitely release freedom. Today we have seen what they are doing. Today they have embarked on secret trial. They have embarked on secret trial, but that secret trial cannot stand. That is why we are shouting on a daily basis. And the world is listening. Thank you. Recently, one of the lawyers of Mazin Nandekano, Brufane, have gone to international court. They have gone to international court to sue them on the crime they are committing against Mazin Nandekano. Brufane has gone with the signature of the wife of Asorock Mazin Nandekano to go and sue the Nigeria for abusing the right of Asorock Mazin Nandekano. All those things are going to stand on the D-Day to prove that Mazin Nandekano is innocent. They can't do anything to Mazin Nandekano. They will only delay him, continue to delay him for as long as they want. But the reason why they will succeed and continue to delay him is when we are not doing the right thing. If we are not doing the right thing, that is when they will be able to continue to delay him. You see why we must have to continue to do everything possible to see that we release Mazin Nandekano. That is why I support civil disobedience. Civil disobedience is the only weapon that we have. A very strong weapon that cannot be taken away. Civil disobedience is a very strong and mighty weapon that cannot be taken away. It doesn't matter what the enemy tries. It doesn't matter how they try to stop. They can never take away a civil. It's a very strong weapon. A weapon that the Janjaweed has no answer to. A weapon that put Janjaweed on their toes. A weapon that makes the political sectors, the traditional rulers, the Johannes and Igbo to begin to run helter-skelter. Civil disobedience. That is why we must continue to hold that civil disobedience. Sit at home mainly. Sit at home on Monday. Every Monday. Let there be a sit at home. Let it get worse on daily basis. Sunday and Monday. Sunday and Monday. Do not leave that sit at home. Sit at home is a strong weapon in the hand of the agitators. Sit at home is a strong weapon in the hand of the Biafrans. We Biafrans is a very strong weapon. We didn't ask you to carry AK-47 and go on the street. We didn't ask you to go and kill anybody. We didn't ask you to take flag and protest outside. Just sit in your home to save your life. Just sit at home to save your life. Nobody asked you to take weapon, go outside and shoot anybody. Nobody is asking you to go and enforce the sit at home anybody. You by your own self, willingly, for your own sake, for your life, Because we are talking about life. Sit at home to save your life. Sit at home to save the man that is standing for you. Sit at home to save that same man who has offered his life for you. Sit at home to let the world know that you are in trouble. Because nobody is representing you. It is the sit at home that is making the international community to see that something is going on. Sit at home to make sure that the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not relegated in the background. Sit at home to make sure that the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not swept under the carpet. Sit at home to make sure that this their secret trial can never work. Sit at home to make them put them on their toe, make the government begin to run helter-skelter. We must have to continue to hold that civil disobedience. And we are not going to stop there. We are going to extend it to the economic sanction. Economic sanction against the caliphate, against Nigeria. Stop paying your revenue to local government, state government, and federal government. Any revenue they are demanding from you, don't give it to them. Stop paying your revenue to them. Keep it for yourself. It's going to be much more better for you. It's going to be useful for you in time to come. The revenue is going to be so useful for you in time to come. Keep it for yourself. Stop empowering those who are killing you. The more you are giving them that money, you are just giving them that money to use that money against you. They will use the money against you. You cannot trust these politicians. They are all against their people. You see Soludo that was brought yesterday. The very first time Soludo announced, I said it. How can anybody trust Soludo when you know that Soludo was working under Muhammadu Buhari? When you know that Soludo was one of the cabinet of Muhammadu Buhari? Have you seen somebody who Muhammadu Buhari chose that is not evil? Every single person Muhammadu Buhari have given an appointment is an evil man. Mainly Biafran people. Any Biafran you see that Muhammadu Buhari appoints, he must have something to do with evil that Muhammadu Buhari is doing. The person must have sold Biafrans to him. Muhammadu Buhari, who we know very well, that he doesn't want anything to do with the Biafran people. All of a sudden, you saw somebody who was working with him. They made him a governor. You think anything will change? You have seen him. As soon as he got it, the first contract is to stop agitation. Stop agitation. That is his first contract. He began to fight against the sit at home. Begin to fight against the sit at home. Begin to fight against the sit at home. He has joined them today now to begin to call us hoodlums. To call Biafrans hoodlums and criminals. ESN that are protecting the bushes, they are calling them names. Look at the northern part of Nigeria. The northern part of Nigeria are crying for their people to have vigilante. The northern people now, they don't even believe in their military. They are crying for their people to allow them to. Even governors are calling to allow them bear arms. But in the southeast, we Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have established a defense force, a security outfit to protect the southeastern part of Nigeria. Instead of them to support that very initiative, they are demonizing him. Instead, they went and formed an unknown government. They recruited their own group to fight against ESN. Begin to blackmail him and say all manner of lies and all manner of propaganda. And today, you see every one of them, their disgrace is following them. Disgrace is following them. And you think they will succeed. They will never succeed. Chukwuka Abiyama will continue to stand with the Biafran people. I appreciate everybody who have joined me in this broadcast from the beginning to the end. Any place you are and you join me on this broadcast, if you're joining from Nigeria, you're joining from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, whichever part of the world you join this broadcast, I say, may Chukwuka be my guide and protect you. We must continue this struggle until Biafra comes. We must continue. Do not relent in your effort. Don't look back. Don't look back. Every sacrifice you make for Biafra, Chukwuka will reward you. Whatever sacrifice any one of you who is watching me or who watching the time to come have made for Biafra, any sincere sacrifice you have made from the bottom of your heart, you will surely get your reward. May Chukwuka be my guide and protect everybody who have watched this very program. Those who are watching from Biafra land, may Chukwuka be my guide and protect you. Protect the Middle Belters, protect the Dudua people, protect every Biafra all over the world, wherever it may be. May Chukwuka be my guide and protect our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Secure him, protect him. May Chukwuka be my guide and protect the ESN. Protect every member of ESN wherever they are. Secure them and grant them safety. May Chukwuka be my guide and protect every one of us. Thank you so much for joining for the broadcast wherever you have joined from. And remember blessed. I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Shukra. Thank you and bye-bye.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold the whole of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.